Kenya, a land of courage, culture, and freedom. Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, there was a land called Kenya. This land was full of rolling savannas, towering mountains, and sparkling lakes, home to a people whose stories were as old as the earth itself. Kenya, country in East Africa famed for its scenic landscapes and vast wildlife preserves. Its Indian Ocean coast provided historically important ports by which goods from Arabian and Asian traders have entered the continent for many centuries. Along that coast, which holds some of the finest beaches in Africa, are predominantly Muslim Swahili cities such as Mombasa, a historic center that has contributed much to the musical and culinary heritage of the country. In the beginning, the land of Kenya was alive with the rhythm of its people. The Kikuyu lived in the highlands, cultivating the fertile soil, weaving stories in the fireside light, and singing songs that echoed through the hills. The Maasai roamed the grasslands, proud warriors who valued courage and strength, their lives tied to the cattle that grazed in the vast plains. The Luo along the shores of Lake Victoria fished and sang songs about the water's mysterious depths. The Luya, the Kalenjin, and many more tribes lived in harmony with the land, each with its own unique customs, dances, and languages. The people of Kenya were proud and free. They lived by their traditions, from the coming-of-age ceremonies that marked the transition from childhood to adulthood, to the colorful festivals where the young and old would gather to sing, dance, and celebrate their shared history. The drumbeats of Kenya's heart echoed across the land, carrying stories of ancestors and spirits, of triumphs and struggles. But change was on the horizon. As time passed, strangers from distant lands arrived. The first were the Arabs, who brought with them the art of trading, connecting Kenya's shores with the far-off lands of the Middle East. They built cities along the coast, like Mombasa, and the people of Kenya traded goods, shared knowledge, and exchanged stories. Then came the Europeans. They brought their own way of life, their own customs, their own language, and they began to carve Kenya into new shapes. The land was taken, the people were forced to work in the fields for the foreigners, and life became harder. The Kenya that had once been free was now under the weight of foreign rule. But the spirit of the people was unbreakable. The elders whispered the stories of resistance and unity, and the youth grew restless with the injustice they saw. A leader rose, a man named Jomo Kenyatta, who carried the dreams of a nation in his heart. He spoke of freedom, of a land that belonged to the people who had lived on it for centuries. In 1952, the struggle for independence began. The Mau Mau, a group of brave warriors, fought fiercely against the colonial rulers, their battle cries echoing through the forest and mountains. It was a time of great pain, of loss, but also of great hope. The years passed, and the struggle finally bore fruit. On December 12, 1963, Kenya became a free nation. The people celebrated with songs, dances, and the beating of drums, for they had earned their right to be masters of their own land once again. Kenya was free, but the journey was just beginning. The new nation faced challenges of its own, as different tribes, cultures, and ways of life had to find a way to live together. But despite the struggles, the spirit of the people endured. They celebrated their differences, embraced their shared history, and built a nation from the rich soil beneath their feet. Today, Kenya is a land of vibrant culture, where the past and present live side by side. The songs still echo through the hills, the dances still light up the nights, and the people still stand tall, proud of the land they call home. Kenya is a place where the heartbeat of Africa can be felt in every corner, a place where the people's history is alive, and their future is full of promise. Hey there, amazing people. If you're enjoying the content, why not join the family? Hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all my latest videos. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out. Your support means the world, and every subscription helps me create even more awesome content just for you. Subscribe now, let's grow together. Thanks.